I'll try to compress my 30-minute speech in 6. Thank you again, Patrick Burley here, who introduced us, and always a pleasure to be at Next Exchange. We're very happy to have been listed here until now. Exciting time. So it all started when I discovered Bitcoin, of course, because as you may know, the buzzword in 2013 was not blockchain, it was Bitcoin at the time. We were not looking that much at the technology, we were looking at the way this new decentralized and what was called a peer-to-peer cryptocurrency could do. And my first reflex was to look at it in terms of helping startups to create the tools, create the infrastructure so that this works. So I was not, although the Bitcoin price when I started looking at it was $30, I was not that much interested in the Bitcoin price. I was interested in the companies that are active in this space. And in 2013, there were only a few. So when I created Sitcoin, which was the first incubator in the space, I said, well, I'm investing. Let's see who needs investment. And we started investing and talking to about a few companies, and we decided to invest in 6 of them. All of them were involved in what we call today the transactional part of blockchain, which is basically means exchanges, wallets, remittance plays. These companies, of course, the activities are still here today. But in 2014, when we moved to London and created Coinsilium on the back of this incubator, we realized that the most important was the technology, the underlying technology of Bitcoin. The underlying technology, as you all know today, is blockchain, and the blockchain makes it possible to record all these transactions in a decentralized way. You don't need a bank or you don't need a central authority. You basically connect on the network and you can see all these transactions. And there are many things and many great applications that can be built on it. And so in 2014, we came to London. We decided we want to be listed on a public exchange. We worked on that. We invested in further companies. So we were about 11 technology companies in which we invested by 2016. And we started investing in what we call platforms. So platforms are basically either blockchains, sidechains, which is basically a blockchain connected to existing blockchains like Bitcoin, or completely new blockchains on which you can build a lot of new applications. So for example, one example is Ethereum, but Ethereum was created as a non-profit foundation, and therefore we couldn't invest in it apart from buying a token. So since then, investing in RSK Labs, the first smart contract platform which is validated on Bitcoin. We also invested, first investor in Factom, which is a company doing solutions for the mortgage industry in the US. We have actually expanded our portfolio, and we started looking at accelerating companies. So we did blockchain space in Barcelona, where we accelerated 4 startups last year. And we also are now working a lot on advisory services, which is a revenue generating activity. The reason is this year, 2017, has been the year of token sales, new tokens being issued by these companies that actually want to raise funds, but they have found a new way of doing so, which is basically creating tokens, their own tokens, either a new blockchain, existing blockchain like Ethereum, and trading it for existing cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or Ether. And this has been seeing a shift in the dominance of Bitcoin in the market cap of all the cryptocurrencies, which is today $500 billion. And Bitcoin doesn't represent 90% anymore. Bitcoin represents about 60% of that. And all these new tokens have raised more than $3 billion since last year. So it's a completely new way of raising funds. But it's also still an application of technology. And we're seeing this focus diverging from equity investment, equity value to token value. And we are basically in this transformational year for the industry and for us, Coinsilium, because first of all, renewed interest in the space. Share price has been doing very well this year. So we raised funds at 1p in the beginning, in the Q1 2017, and our share price is around 12p these days. So it shows, it reflects the work we've been doing, and it also reflects the fact there is more interest in this space. And so this shift is not only Bitcoin dominance, it's also a shift in the way people invest in the space. So VCs, fund managers have invested about $1 billion, and in June 2017 we've seen much more money coming in through these token sales than through traditional investors. So there's a change in the way entrepreneurs are looking for funding. There is a change in the way people, instead of just buying shares, they buy tokens. So tokens are not shares. Tokens are a non-dilutive way of funding, and tokens are creating this new relationship between buyers and sellers. So it's a very exciting sector, and one in which we're active through investing. So we invested in CoinDash and Indoors, which are own kind of pre-token sale investments we have done. CoinDash is a crypto trading platform based in Israel and Shanghai, and is doing very well. And actually, they invited us to their event in Tel Aviv tonight, which of course we couldn't go attend. But they are announcing very exciting things at this moment in Israel. And Indoors, which is another project we invested in this year, is a decentralized professional network. So basically, you think about LinkedIn, but on the blockchain and powered by smart contracts. So that's my time. Thank you very much.